What's up, y'all? It's Raw 98 coming to you, and I just wanted to make a quick video on the pros and cons of adopting a raw food lifestyle. So let's start off with the pros to keep it positive as to how it is switching to a raw food lifestyle. So I would say pro number one, your mind becomes more clear. I noticed this right away because being a medical assistant, I immediately take vital signs and I write them on the chart, and then I enter them into the computer. And what I was able to notice is that I would take them down and I would just memorize everything that I needed to put in the computer. Of course, I would double check, right? Even triple check sometimes, because I'm like, wow, I'm actually able to remember things that before I was always checking the paper for every single vital sign. So mind becomes more clear. That's just a quick example. We could go into a little more detail on the mind being more clear, but you get the gist. So let's see, another pro would be I don't have to pick behind my teeth the tartar. These bottom teeth on the inside, I would have tartar buildup all the time. And I don't have to pick the tartar anymore because I'm not eating the dairy products. I know it's through the dairy products because before I became vegan, I was eating like a ketogenic diet, eating lots of meat and vegetables, and I wasn't, I still had that buildup because I was also eating dairy. And now I've eliminated dairy, so I believe that tartar buildup was from the dairy. Like, my teeth are so clean. Let's say another pro would be, more dandruff. Definitely have had a hard time, getting rid of like really hard dandruff. Because you're athlete's foot, jock itch, right? All these things are fed by funguses, and these funguses, or they're not fed by funguses, they are fungus, and they're being fed by these foods that we eat, cooked foods, breads and crackers and pastas and sugars and all these kind of things that would feed that fungus. So you eliminate that, and that goes away. Let's see, another pro would be regular bowel movements. I mean, even though we don't want to talk about bowel movements in this culture, and or maybe not just this culture, but it's just kind of like, oh, we're talking about bowel movements, but it's really important, like, if we're having proper bowel movements, so you have more bowel movements, and that is definitely a pro. Let's see, another pro would be vision. I think vision is definitely a little more clear. I'm able to see. Not that I had bad vision before, but I'm able to see, I don't know, I feel like I can see just a little bit more detail. For some reason, I don't know. Let's see, another pro would be, it's fun conversation starter, because people are like, why are you eating just a salad and you brought your own dressing? What's the deal, dude? And that can be a pro. It can turn into something pretty awesome if you have an open mind and open heart, and remember that we're all the same, we're all one. That concept is beautiful. If you always see yourself in someone else's eyes, then you'll have compassion for the other person who's not like on the same point in their path as you are, because it is tricky. It's tricky to shift our mindset, and we've grown up in this culture to eat one way basically our whole lives, and you have to shift that. That definitely causes, not causes, but it can start up some conversations. Let's see, I wish I would have wrote some of these down because I know there's a lot of pros, but those are just some pros, right? Body composition just kind of goes back to normal. That's pretty cool. Energy definitely goes up. Energy massively goes up. I used to drink coffee every day. I would drink coffee, and that 3 o'clock crash, like, I just make some banana ice cream now, or have like some fruit, and I'm pretty good to go. The mindset, you have to shift the mindset in any kind of thing you do. So you shift your mindset and you think, this is good for me. I'm fine. I don't need any coffee, and you liven yourself up. And honestly, I feel, I definitely feel like I have more energy. It helps you with your creativity. You're having to be a little more creative with some of the things that you're putting together. Is this going to taste good? I feel like it reminds me of being a kid, because I'm like, all right, how can I make this into whatever it is that I'm trying to create? Trying to mimic something or trying to make something taste good. It's just kind of fun. Let's see. Let's maybe move to the cons, the negative sides of things. Bowel movements. That could be a con because you're having more frequent bowel movements, and that is definitely maybe a little adjustment, especially if you're only pooping once every other day. If you're pooping once every other day, you got chronic constipation. So we definitely got to, hey, use me, man. I mean, you guys, I love you guys. I just want you guys to use me for however you can with information, and I'm going to try to use you guys just the same. And use is not the right word, but being able to help each other share insightful concepts, I guess. So bowel movements, though, you definitely have more bowel movements, but they come out nice. You're not constipated, so it's not like a quick thing. I mean, a long thing. It's a quick thing. So that's a pro. I mean a con, but it is also a pro. So that's a dual thing. You know, it's a pro and a con. Anyways, so let's see. Another con would be having to think about what you're going to eat. You know, you just can't be like not carrying food with you everywhere you go anymore, because you actually have to think about what you're going to put into your body. And you're thinking, if you're on a trip for 3 or 4 hours, what are you going to put in your system? You just can't pull off to the local, you know, drive-through, because there's just nothing to eat at these drive-throughs, man. So you have to put in a little more prep work, and that can be a con. Let's think of some more cons. You know, the conversation, I think, is dual side. You know, maybe losing friends or even family because it's hard for them to even understand your point of view. That can be a con. That can be hard on us. Losing, you know, these things that we like to do, barbecues and beers. You know, if you're trying to switch yourself up and really trying to clean your act up, and you don't want to barbecue and beer, you know, drink beer and eat flesh, that can cause some turmoil or some separation between the people that you used to associate yourself with. You know, and I really love all my people that I grew up with and that still hunt and eat meat, you know, and I don't want to get down on them. I just, you know, I really try to have compassion and try to get them to think a little bit. That's the biggest thing is, you know, just if we can help each other and encourage each other just to think, you know, compassionately, not, you know, be bashing, because there's enough of that. There's so much duality, right? They keep us in duality. We're always fighting blue or red, or, you know, whatever team sport you're going for, which religion, or, you know, there's a lot of duality. So it's best to have an open mind and an open heart. And I also feel that eating this way, back to the pros, would, you know, that's a pro. You know, I feel like in a lot of ways it helps open your heart, because you're having to really look at yourself. Let's see, another con, gosh, having to, you know, maybe, well, that'd go along with preparation, just pack utensils and tools and stuff with you. Like I bring my Vitamix everywhere I go, because I want to be able to make these dressings or whatever I need to make, like ice cream and, you know, smoothies, everywhere I go. I don't, you know, leave home without my Vitamix. Let's see, another con, let's see, gosh, I know I should write some down and maybe do another video. This was just a quick impromptu video. Maybe I'll just end it there, just be a quick one. These are a few pros and cons. Let me know what you guys think. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down and critique it. You know, this is all new to me. I'm just kind of like going with this channel, and honestly, I've been a little fearful, like, to even create this channel, because I'm thinking, do I want to just really let people know who I am and my voice? Because, you know, that's kind of what it is. I would like to be able to let you guys know who I really am. But anyways, if you liked it, yeah, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you like. Get the bell for notifications. If you want to find me, I'm on Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, and of course YouTube at Raw98. Until next time, disconnect to reconnect. And the reason I say disconnect to reconnect is we are so locked into the devices and the technology these days. It is good to disconnect, right? And get into nature, reconnect, you know? So disconnect to reconnect. I think that might be my thing. I think it sounds pretty good. I've always said that to people, like, let's disconnect to reconnect. So let's do it, right? Love you guys. Until next time. Peace.